C, and I'm doing my third day of what Vlogmas is, the marathon. That's what I'm trying to do this year for December. A video. It's already past 11. I was trying to get in to make sure I be at least consistent, even though it's almost midnight. So I wanted to check in, say a couple things. It's not going to be a long live or video neither. Try to do it less than 15 minutes. Now, real quick, um, if y'all seen the other videos where I talk about the Solange library situation, I did email in second day. Last time they responded to me less than a day, and I still haven't got a response from them yet. But if I don't get a response from Peter, I'm like, I guess, does that mean I own the book or whatever? Because I can't. Where I'm supposed to send the book back? I'm trying to send it back to them. They don't want to give me first. It was the return label that came with the book that I rented. Like I said before, it got returned back to the house. Second time, and I'm going to the to the postal office because that's what they said to take it at or something and drop it off at and scan it. Um, when I emailed them to apply, like, hey, something wrong with your address. It got sent, they said sorry, sent me a label because I asked, can I get another label, so I can send this book back. Again, they sent this sorry. I waited about, I ain't gonna lie, a week or so. But right before Thanksgiving, again, it got returned back. Or showed that again is return to sender error, with the address and stuff. So um again, it happened to be where it keeps getting returned back, and I've not got a response yet back when I sent them again and showed them the box that shows the label that says return to sender and the new date. So they're like, hey, this is second time around. And I even said in the newest email, what y'all gonna do when if the third time happens, hoping this is straightened out. I don't know what to tell y'all because I'm trying my best to send it back. So yeah, it's still pending again with them getting it back. Well, me trying to find a way to return the book back to them. But if I don't have an address, and the address that kept sending me is like no available, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. But keep the book or something. Because y'all most want me to keep me. Y'all can give me the wrong address. And I'm doing my best to turn it back, but oh well. but but it's pending. But if they send it again, I'll try one more time. If they send me and respond to email back and give me another label again, try again. And if they do, I'm even gonna tell them I'm just gonna try one more time. But now I don't know what else to tell you because that's on y'all side, not on my side. That is on y'all side that y'all keep messing up. Basically the library thing. Next on the docket, I guess you can say what I wanted to talk about real quick. I probably might do a video about it, but Rakai's went on YouTube on here to talk about the band, which was interesting because it's like, okay, this even though he's Albert Person came in, even though Rakai is, got banned for 2 years, and recently another controversial person got banned. That's the third time Nealon has gotten banned in less than 2 months period. But she didn't get 2 years, and she's done stuff way worse than Rakai has done, at least in my knowledge. So that was weird about how he got banned. He tried to get back on this thing. So the recent update so far is, oh, Twitch now saying, oh, it's a little glitch or whatever, because Rakai, like I said, went on YouTube to stream. So that's where he was gonna go if, say, stay talk about the incident. If they, so maybe tomorrow or something like that, he'll be back on Twitch because it is controversial, and I wonder how long Nia Lynn is going to be banned. And that's the one should be banned. Well, actually, permanent ban, not no damn 2 whole years. But I just was saying that was interesting. Um, Updates. If y'all, I'm just gonna say a quick update about Snoop Dogg slash his cousin Dash digital. It came up my Instagram feed about Snoop Dogg and his cousin, and Daz is saying like he hasn't got paid with showing all this proof, even as in his stories. And I took a picture of it where he got an AI showing Snoop Dogg, turning down Trump. He's talking in all caps in the photo where he's basically talking back to, basically Snoop Dogg saying, like, business wise, he was going to pluck him up. Because I think he really tried don't start cussing until at least after the 10-minute mark. So, but besides that, so he's letting them like you little bitch or whatever. So they on bad terms. So that's messed up. But hey, I wonder how this is going to turn out. Or is Dad's going to find a way to get a lawyer or get representation in the court? Since he's saying like basically that Snoop Dogg is trying to steal stuff from him, and Dad's is not getting paid, and it's been over 30 years. Like, there's a lot going on with that. Snoop Dogg really hasn't been talking that much about it. I think it was a video clip in the stories that it was saying something about leaving people behind. But Daz is the one that's got, okay, you want to talk stuff, and I have this proof here, and it's the one saying stuff now. So that's kind of messed up. But sometimes family be like that. But wow. Well, what if any of y'all think? Do you think Snoop Dogg is guilty? But after the thing with him performing for Trump and certain like moves, whatever, um, that could not be true. Who knows? But also, I can think of real quick. Now, besides, like I said, Snoop Dogg versus Daz, um, y'all, there's a lot going on with the Tamar Funky Deneva situation. In a video. Now, Tamar Braxton actually knowing about her on and off. I did watch the original show, the first like especially the first couple seasons, this fact um rest in heaven, um Tracy Braxton. I'm hoping I'm making it the right one. Tracy Braxton. Um but what I was saying was about that situation, I remember Tamar Braxton. If you know about the legends, they still are on YouTube. For example, Mikhail and Kevin from the Scorpion Show, and I know like Kevin from the Scorpion Show was one of Tamar Braxton's friends back in the day. He was even on the show. If y'all watch the Family Bad Bruce, they had him like in the background. I was like, wait a minute, ain't that Kevin from the Scorpion Show? It sure was because they had him listed. Hey, people just in the room that had him listed, as a guest. If you watch, if they, I don't know if they have like the archives of the Baxter Family Value Show, but I do remember originally that he was on there and he was one of her friends, and it seemed like they fell out because I think around the time Taylor Braxton was against Kate Michelle, all those whatever at the time, and they actually did an interview I think with Kate Michelle because they used to do interviews with everybody, even with Lady Gaga and so forth. Kind of like the Scorpion Show is underrated to me. Okay, and the reason why I'm also bringing it up because he kind of brought up, like the problematic problems that come with Tamar Braxton, and Tamar Braxton does have a lot of drama and unresolved issues that she still has, and what the problem is now is this case where it's like fuck me Deneva versus her, and there's another phrase going down there. Also, Ashley Miller, who also still creates you to content. I think I found her around the time, the same time I found like the Scorpion Show, now not too far away from afterwards. She was also a former friend of Tamar Braxton, okay, and kind of the same experience where it was always was like okay, well, it was like Tamar Braxton was, they said so many words without like, spilling all the information about what was the demise of their friendships, that Tamar, in so many words, is the problems. I think even recently going on Kevin's like X/ Twitter page, the same thing he was talking about, like he tried to help Tamar and everything else. Tamar was basically the one, in so many words, was problematic. And so now, when I looked at Forest Rock's video tower top of the blog series, which talks about, current events and stuff like entertainment, all that stuff, or page like Forest Rocks, now she go by It's Rocks, who's also a YouTube legend as far as I'm concerned. Um, she was talking about it so many terms. Jay Lee was talking about it. Um, I think, yeah, Ashley Miller was talking. Ashley was talking about it as well, and people are starting talking about. So I'm, if you go on the internet, you have like I haven't been honestly in the shade room in several years. I mean, yeah, it's been about a couple years since I've been on there, but I do actually, follow like the neighborhood talk, live bites, Jasmine brand. They finally got their main page back again. I don't know how they lost. I don't know if they were hacked or whatever. D Jasmine brand, Baller Alert, and so forth. Like they took on my head. I used to go to Ken Barbie. Ken Barbie now is like he doesn't really do blogging anymore that much. Not blogging. I meant to say, like internet entertainment as far as anymore. So, but as far as seeing this thing go back and forth. But to make a long story short, Tamar was several months ago saying that she fell, busted, like had like hit her mouth and busted her hit her teeth or something like that. And well before I said, because I seen, like clips and snippets on it, but I'm like, okay, it's Tamar again, her and Shanam them again. So I'm like, not again, girl. Not today. Or not tomorrow neither. I don't have nothing saved in my calendar for her bullshit. And so I went ahead and listened to the video, and it turns out like when people started thinking, because that's when she started being around Funky Geneva, and Funky Geneva is a legend itself, but I stopped like not watching him after a certain amount of time because he seemed to have. I even did a video about him one time when he was coming at, when people were trying to find out whether um Holly Bailey was pregnant at the time, and how he came at Chloe. Chloe's like, okay, this is and just started like body shaming and all this shit, and him being very problematic, towards black women. Let's just be for real. Even though I hope he gets it up because I know he recently, not too long ago, made it that he was diagnosed with prostate cancer, cancer, and I hope he does get better. But other than that, like I kind of have not been watching him for years, even just around, even a little before that time. He seemed like toxic, but like I said, he still was friends with he came Tamar Braxton. Tamar Braxton is saying nothing, so people started thinking two to two together. I didn't know that some thought like when this incident happened, like he drugged him up Rex, and I know that man dealt with addiction problems before in the past. He has told that and so forth. I know also unfortunately his mother passed like years ago as well, and all this other stuff. Rest in heaven, his mom. But looking at this as well and hearing like she's not saying anything. Just gonna go by Forest Rocks, and she, like I said, was doing the research, and she's not saying anything. So people are still speculating, harassing him and everything else. And that's a horrible thing. Like the Tam Brass thing saying shit. But if y'all think about it, remember with the James Wright, he's a singer. I remember he was if y'all remember when Patty LaBelle's sweet potato pies and stuff started popping and selling over, he was like did a review. He has a great voice, whatever. And backstage, Christian crack, Christian rock, whatever, whatever, right? Was at backstage with Tamar, and wasn't this like sometime last year or early this year or last year he had to end up suing her raggedy ass because he wasn't saying anything, and Christian Rock is even holes in the stories about what happened about that incident. And it turns out that I'm persecuted. It turns out that actually, Mary Christian Rock punches insults James Cartwright. Hope I'm saying his name out, James Wright. And you know how he had to get his mouth, and for a while it seemed like he was trying to hold it in for the sake of Tamar. And Tamar wasn't saying shit about that neither. This Krishan's ass up here just attacking folks, and it didn't seem like anything uh, like was really done, or even her admitting at the time that she was attacked, or even like making like Krishana accountable. It was almost like in a way, it's still no explanation about why did she go and assault him, and she fortunate that James did not beat her ass in retaliation. Okay, now I don't believe like if men should be throwing hands on women or people just assaulting anybody. Period. Just regardless of the gender. Okay, so so she's not saying anything. People are basically saying like fucking Eva basically did something foul, has something to do with why she was put in a position, didn't say anything. So eventually fucking Eva was like, okay. Then it was all the stuff coming up. She doing. I did, but I didn't click on. She doing this video, posting video coming at DC's, but she still didn't say anything. Make a long story short, now Funky and he was put some news on. The reason why she was probably like that is because she was getting hit by the back. Basically, um, you know, um, serving two holes at the same time, probably, or something like that. In back and probably watching Knock T Pop. And Tawanda already said when I looked at the clips, I looked at people reviews when he did, the Braxton's new show, like Tawanda had confronted Tamar about messing with married men. And even though Medici's and why Medici's and Yandy have been quote quote married. Well, they never. I don't know. Did they ever sign the paperwork? I don't think they have. The paperwork where they still were together at the time, but she might best one, and unless that could have been the reason, whatever. So now it's like Tamar, oh, I'm gonna sue and blah blah blah, and Funkman was like, no, no, no. So they got some major beef. So I wonder how that's gonna turn out. But before I close this, y'all, this is interesting enough. It seemed like it was the reflection, like back and forth. I mean, back in the day when I was, kind of last time I ain't gonna lie, back in the day, like way many states, last time, even in one wish days, I had liked Ray J. Still, even the last time, I ain't gonna lie, I seen some of his work, if you know what I mean. And I used to have question back in the day, but you know how like Ray J now now that's who should be permanently banned off Twitch or permanently banned in any live streams. Really, be truthful with you, is Ray J's ass. Now they had to blur it out, but you see him up here loading the bookie right on the fucking screen. Seemed like his wife, soon to be ex-wife, whatever it is, this month, took the kids and she said he pulled out a gun on them. It's on the damn live stream. He basically turned off these put online. She talking about people trying to think is. I guess she caught herself thinking like this was gonna work, even though she took her family, her cousin's husband over there with her to guess cook Thanksgiving, and she said like recently, the kids were over there and his ass butt ass naked with some bitch or whatever and all this stuff. So here she is. It's almost like she don't admit that she's with some toxic. But that's still right with the hell Ray J. So Ray J pulling guns talking about I don't care. Got arrested, but just take they pay some money just to get out the next day. Like I mean, not even the next day. I think it seemed like the same day and got out, but he was banned. But it showed he was streaming somewhere, so I don't know. Maybe he was on his IG live and nothing like that. Because don't follow him. But he's like talking about because the boys in my concert, Monica and Brandy's concerts going on, and they've been, I guess, Beyonce and Jay-Z been kind of been there inside sometimes Solange. They, I guess, won a couple concerts or whatever. But Kelly Rowland, is also on in the concert as well as one of the performers as well. So in the meantime, we have it where Ray J now trying to say like, why y'all don't take a picture with Brandy or something like that. Then it seemed like Brandy's was saying some comments about, with Beyonce, you were just like, I don't know if he hacked the Brandy's account, whatever. Now they're saying, that was somebody hacked went into her account, and then he all talking about some stuff like that. But I'm like, sir, you need to be worried about you. You had your gun on camera and threatened somebody, but we heard trusting the rest in the back whatever, talking about nobody ain't gonna take my kids. So you pulling out pew pews on people and shit, including about your wife and your child, your kids, and like okay, like this is evidence right here. Um, with certain shit, basically, and you talking about a picture. I'm just like, it's this is the way just deflecting. I know he was hugging Brandy. I think last month or something on stage because they haven't seen each other. While like Ray J been on some BS for several years now, unfortunately. Okay, and now 9 times since he made me not be on something, but him trying to reflect and talk about like worried about whether Beyonce and Jay Z take a picture with Brandy, and you sitting there putting, you loading Blicky on screen where everybody conceding and claiming you're doing this to protect your kids. Well, anyways, y'all, I'm about to get off here. I may try to come early out live. I really do like want to learn because I've not done a video through the phone or whatever. I mean, I do got a computer, but not to say the lives are not bad, but I do want to like start back making some videos again. But anyways, y'all, hugs and love. I will see y'all. Well, 9 times out of 10 tomorrow. But anyway, God bless y'all. Take cares, and I'll see y'all on the next one.